Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It feels like it has been so long since I sat down and had a chat with you guys. How you been? How you doing? First thing, I've gone back to my OG filming background. If you are like one of my first like 300, 400 subscribers, you would have witnessed this background. Also want to point out, now I'm almost at 900 subscribers and hopefully we can get to 1000 before my 1-year anniversary on YouTube, which is I think in like a month's time or something. Feeling old, but thank you guys for your support. I always say thank you, but I'm forever grateful. The first favorite of the month, yeah, it's gonna be this Peter Thomas Roth Rose Stem Cell Bio Repair Gel Mask. So basically this is supposed to be a mask for repairing your skin. Basically, as humans, you're supposed to exfoliate your skin all the time. You're supposed to get rid of your dead cells to bring in new skin. Products like these, stem cell masks, anything like that, helps to just generate new skin, give you brighter looking skin if you have like dull skin, and just allows the skin under all your layers to come through. So this mask is absolutely amazing. It makes me feel 10 years younger. I'm 22, so it makes me feel like I'm 12. This mask is just unbelievable. I didn't think that it would work because the green cucumber one, I'm getting to that, don't you dare worry. The green cucumber one is literally non-existent and literally does nothing for me. So I was like, I don't know. And I don't know how I feel about gel, like masks in these kind of gel consistencies. I feel like they kind of just sit on the surface of your skin, but no, honey. This mask like rips you a new, I was gonna say rips you a new asshole, but we're not talking about assholes, we're talking about your face. So this mask makes it feel like you have, babe, it makes you feel like you're like coming out from the womb again with like fresh skin. I don't know what it does, it just tingles your skin and makes you feel like your skin is just brand new, like your skin looks nice, it looks softer, it feels nice. It's basically just repairing your skin and making sure that your new cells are just coming through like they should be. Making sure I don't know if my lipstick was ruined the whole time, let me know if it was. This mask, like, it's hard to put it into words, you kind of just have to use it. It's like one of those masks that you can just feel like massaging and tingling and working at your skin. And guys, even when you wash it off for the next like 2 or 3 hours, you can still kind of feel it working. Your skin feels like tight, renewed, rejuvenated. If any of you are suffering with dull, dry, lackluster skin and you just want something that's gonna make you feel as though you're repairing your skin, just bringing some life back into your skin, I would definitely recommend this. So in my June favourite slash haul, I spoke about how I bought these masks from Sephora and I told you guys that I would catch you up on them. Now I'm going to talk about them from the most effective to the least effective, okay? So this is number one, numero uno. The Rose Stem Cell is the only one that I actually want to mention as my favourites, but I wanted to give you guys kind of a mini review if you guys were thinking about buying this set. Obviously, if you are based in the US, $75 is a lot of money to shell on some skincare products. Oh, look like there goes the Christmas cards back there. $75 is a lot of money to shell on like masks and skincare, so obviously you want to make sure that you're getting a good deal. This mask, this is the Pumpkin Enzyme Mask, really nice, exfoliates my skin, makes my skin feel smooth. It's not as amazing as some of the other masks I have, which is why it hasn't made it to this favourite, but I've used it about 3 or 4 times, so I'm going to keep going at this, but this is the second most effective mask from that kit in my opinion. Then you have the Irish Mud Mask. This is supposed to be the purifying black mask. I don't really feel it doing anything to my skin, but when I wash it off, I think my skin does look okay. It looks nice. Nothing amazing, but yeah. These are equally as ineffective, I'm not gonna lie. The 24 karat gold mask and the cucumber gel mask, I don't get the purpose of these masks in life. Like I don't understand why they have to exist, but that's just my opinion. You guys might love it. The next thing I have to talk about, I'm just going to go about order of what I see in front of me. This is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade London. It's what I'm wearing today and it's what my hair keeps trying to ruin. On lighter girls, this looks like a orangey brown. However, if you are darker, it will look like a kind of browny, pinky, mauvey shade. But I love it. Literally, when I leave my house in the morning, of course I take my pictures for Instagram and makeup pictures, and I might put a lip on. If I feel like the look is too daring for the office, I might just throw this in my bag and be like, oh, I can just change on the trainer when I get into the office, because it's just my perfect everyday banging nude lip. I would absolutely recommend this because it's soft matte. If you're not a fan of the liquid lip, this is a really good gateway to like easing you into more matte lips. It doesn't go all the way matte, as you can probably see on my lips. It's a nice color, they're affordable, NYX is an affordable brand, and they're now more widely available in the UK as well, so win-win. Moving on to a foundation, this is the Lancome Teinte Idole Ultra 24 Hour foundation. I just love this foundation, and recently I've been wearing it to the office, and when you're in an office, like, you don't really have time to sit there and touch up your makeup, which is something that I regularly do. But with a foundation like this, I don't have to do that because I know that it's got me covered. I'm oily, I know that it's got my back. The one thing I love about this is just how it's been looking recently. I don't know what it is, maybe because I've been setting it with a lot more powder, and I love the way my face looks when I set it with a lot of powder. It's just been giving me really good coverage. It's at a really good price point. I believe if you're in the UK it's 27 or 28 pounds, which I think is a really good price. It's just an all-round good foundation. Like, I don't know anybody who does not like this foundation. They also have a version which is more glowy, so if you have dry skin you'll probably get along with that a lot better than this. But this is not super matte at all, which I love about it. It gives you like a little tiny bit of just like something in your face without taking you all the way there. You feel me? Right, let's move on to a skincare product. This is the Beauty Sleep Accelerator. It's a night and flight moisture miracle. This is by Soap and Glory. This is basically like a night mask or like a flight mask. So I use this on my flight to New York. I use this when I go to bed. I just wanted to shout this out. If you guys are suffering from dry skin and need some hydration, this is a really nice product. It just hydrates my skin. It does what it's supposed to do. And in the morning, my skin just looks so nice. It feels so plump. I like waking up in the morning and having like really dewy, oily skin. I don't know what that is. I just feel like my skin is doing what it's supposed to do. It's got my back. It's creating them oils. It's soaking up that moisture. So this is just a really good product. It retails for about £6 or £7. You can get Soap and Glory in Boots, I believe in Superdrug. It's bang for your buck. If you guys are looking for an affordable dupe for, let's say, the Origins Drink Up Intensive, which I also love and I use as well, this is really good because the Origins one, I don't know, £17? I'll correct myself in the box below if I'm lying, but this is like £7-8, so it's a really good substitute if you are flying somewhere and you're worried about being on a plane for such a long time without any moisture in your skin. Put this on, no problems. The next thing I'm going to talk about is this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea concealer. Now, so as soon as I got this, they now released the Shape and Tape, Paste and Tape, whatever that damn concealer is called, and everybody seems to be in love with it, so I'm like, okay, now I have to get that one. I wanted to mention this concealer not because I am 100% in love with the way it performs, because I have said this before. I find that when you put it on, it does get a bit patchy, and then you have to powder it a bit more with like, I like a really yellow, really light highlight, so I find I do have to put a lot more because it does disappear in some places. But I will say the way that it applies is gorgeous. I wish that the applicator was a tiny bit softer. It's literally like the Clinique foundation like applicator, which, like, forget my review, forget everything I said, that foundation is horrible. But I wanted to mention this because it does remind me a lot of the Urban Decay Naked Concealer. They tried, they didn't get all the way there because it does get a little bit patchy. If this was a little bit more pigmented, a little bit more thick, this would be the perfect concealer. But I wanted to mention it to you guys because I actually really do like the concealer. I like the way it looks overall when it's all done. I've been wearing it literally since I got back from New York, and I've been wearing it in the past few days just to ensure that it really was worthy of making it to this video, and I think you are. But I really like this concealer. If you are not a fan of the Urban Decay Naked Concealer, I know everybody on YouTube loves that concealer. I love that concealer. Try this out. I mean, the patchiness is not a really big issue. I just like my concealer going on real smooth, but once you set it, it's fine. But it does get me a little bit worried sometimes when I'm doing my makeup, even though I know it's going to be fine. But, you know, I don't want to be scared when I'm beating my face. But this concealer is great. Thanks Tarte for releasing a new one just as I bought that one. Another skincare product, this is a mask. This is the Sephora Mud Mask. There was this big thing on the internet about this being a dupe for the Glam Glow mask. I don't know because I have not used the Glam Glow mask. I don't know if I ever will because I don't know if I want to spend £40 on a mask when, in my opinion, this works just as good. This is a mask that is supposed to clean skin, draw out imperfections, mattify the skin. I don't know about mattifying the skin because I'm still oily, so I don't know what that is all about. I'm sure everybody who uses this mask is still oily afterwards, so I don't know, they might want to just correct that. But I really like this mask. I've had it, oh my goodness, I've had it since the last time I went to Paris. When was that? December. I don't know why, I was still testing it and trialing it, so I've been literally trialing it for 7 months, and it's only recently that I've been like, yeah, I like this mask, it works. Like, I feel it working on my skin. You guys know I love those intense masks that just feel like they're just drawing out everything from your skin. I feel it working in my skin, and when I wash it off, my skin feels fresh, it feels smooth. I feel like my pores are a tiny bit clearer, it helps with my pores, and I just feel like this is overall a good mask. This retails for €13. You might have to travel to your nearest Sephora, wherever that is, if you're in London, Paris, to get this mask, but I can tell you it's worth it, and it's just a good affordable option. I love recommending things to you guys that just make your life a little bit easier and mean that you don't have to spend a lot of money on them. Rah, got a lot in it. The next thing I'm going to talk about is this blush from MAC. This is my first ever blush from MAC, my only blush from MAC, because I just don't care too much for blush. This as well I bought on that December trip to Paris, and I'm in love with this blush, guys. I love it so much. I wish I was wearing it today so that you guys can see. I don't know if I'm making this up, but guys, I've never had a blush that contours my face. And let me show you the color, because then you might be able to understand it a little bit more. Bam. When I contour my face and then put this blush, I don't know what it is, it just sits just on top of the contour and just gives me more of a chisel out. It does look like an intimidating color in the pan, but when you put it on, it's the nicest, just deep pinky purple without being like overly garish and overly colorful. I don't know what to say. It's like an instant for your face, like Film Noir, like for deeper girls. Ooh. A powder I want to talk about. This is the RCMA translucent powder. This powder is super popular on YouTube. Kathleen Light, she's the one who spoke about this powder and made it super famous, and everybody realized what a really nice powder it is. Now, I want to say, just like the Tarte concealer, it's not like 100% my favorite thing of life, but I wanted to mention this for you guys because I like to bake on and cake my face, right, with powder. I've been using this powder for like the last 2 weeks, and I've been finding that my face and my makeup looks so glowy. I'm wearing the Laura Mercier today, but when I wear this, my face looks so glowy, and I just don't get what it is, and I don't get how I can cake my face in powder but yet it looks luminous and moisturized and just like full of life. For me, if a powder can do that, then that's amazing. The reason I'm saying it's not 100% my favorite thing is because it's not that amazing in my laugh lines for me. I find that the Laura Mercier powder does do a better job for me, but covering the rest of my face is just stunning. I don't use it under my eyes because I don't really use translucent powders under my eyes. I like more yellow based powders under my eyes, but I had to shout this out because literally for the last 2 weeks that I've been using this just constantly, every time I do my makeup I'm like, wow, this little bad boy here has been an accomplice in this glowiness. I only really drew for this because I ran out of my MAC Fix Plus, I ran out of my Pixie Glow Mist, and I'm running out of this, and I literally was like, I need a setting spray. Like, I can't leave my house like this. Like, I need to feel moisture. I need to feel like, I love just soaking my face in the stuff and just walking to the train station. It's the last thing I do before I walk out. I wanted to mention this as a primer. I don't really, not really sure why I'm going for this one, but as a setting spray, it's aiding in the glowiness. Like, this and the RCMA together are just doing the damn thing. As a primer, I don't get it, so maybe they should take out the primer water. It should maybe be finishing water or something like that, finishing mist. But Smashbox, you did a good job. This product holds so much sentiment in my heart. This product was made by one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. This is the Becca times Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. Now, I know I've already mentioned this in a favorites before, but I wanted to mention it again because I gave this little highlighter a break because I didn't want it to finish, and I didn't want, you know, and for me to have a Jaclyn shaped void in my life, so I just kind of gave it a break. But guys, over the last week, I have just enjoyed the mess out this highlighter. When it first released and she was like, I wanted to make a shade that was universal, I really believed that she was going to do that. Then when I bought it, I was so disappointed because I was like, well, it's not really that universal. But guys, when you put this on your face, I just have nothing more to say. Peachy, pinky, gold highlights are everything I live for and more. If my house was burning down, I would literally collect all my highlighters. Like peachy, even if I was broke on the street, as long as I got that, I'd be good. Peachy pink highlighters, I can't. I don't even have the words to. Jaclyn, wherever you are, I love you. I keep it in the box because it's got Jaclyn's face on it. It's got her little life story and shit on the back. I love it, bitch. This necklace product, and I'm sure you can see a little bit there. Oh guys, first of all, I want to say I've attempted to film 2 tutorials with this palette, like different looks and everything. I've been switching it up, and I don't know, like when it gets to editing, I just don't like it. Like something about the color palette that I'm not liking. Like I'm finding with this palette, I don't know what kind of lips to do with it, but let me know, I'll figure that out. Everybody and their mom have been talking about this palette. Yeah, the modern Renasissance, like Renaissance palette. This thing is just like, one time I was just sitting on my computer and I was like, damn, I need some new palettes in my life. So I bought this, and I bought the Manual MUA times makeup palette. Yes, don't regret it for a second. This, like, just first of all, just take in red ochre, bitch. Okay, 2 seconds. Like, are you okay? Are you dizzy? Red ochre, like, sorry? Real girl, like, can we just, you get 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 14 shades, and then you get a brush. I'm not gonna sit here and be like this is value for money because this palette cost me £40. Like, for £40 I expect somebody to come for free to apply the damn eyeshadow to my face. But I want you to get some diversity, some variety on my channel. These colors are so stunning, and they're everything that I've been about for the last month, so it only made sense that I would get this palette. It's just so bad, I can't. And Anastasia shadows, like, they're not a joke, they're amazing. I'm not gonna lie, they're banging. Those two that I showed you, my favorite shades from the palette. I love it. I'm a little bit late to the bandwagon because everybody featured it in their last month's favorites, and I'm doing it in my July favorites, but I don't care. For £41, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and tell you, oh my god, it's so much value for money, blah blah blah. For me, I don't even think palette should be priced this much. I don't know, that's just my opinion. But if you are looking to splurge and you want to just get a really nice palette, like this just feels like you're treating yourself. I'm not gonna lie, it is a really nice palette. The one downfall is that damn velvet packaging, because it gets dirty so bloody easily, which is why I keep it in the box, because I don't want that dirty palette all the time. And when I'm doing my makeup, I always have makeup on my hands, so I just keep it in this box, and I'd advise you guys to do the same if you keep finding that your palette keeps getting dirty. I'm just gonna shout out this brush, E40, because this brush is the real MVP. When I first started watching YouTube doing makeup, all anybody would talk about was this damn E40 brush. I was like, what's Sigma? Like, I had no clue what Sigma was. I was like, oh, what is that? Then I bought this brush. This is a tapered blending brush, so this is essentially your brush that you would use in your crease. In the last month, I don't know, I've just been loving the mess out this brush. I love the Morphe E27, which is essentially a fatter, slightly more thick version of this, but I find that when you're using extremely highly pigmented shadows like the ones in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, god, that was a mouthful, you want to have a brush that kind of controls the color and doesn't keep it going everywhere. I find that when dealing with shadows with extreme pigment like those ones, I don't know, I think the Morphe E27 is just a little bit too big. But what I've been doing is essentially using this to pack on all the color and get everything in, and then using a clean E27 to just blow it out and make sure it's nice and clean and defined and soft and blended out. If you are looking to start a starter brush kit, you need the E40 in your life. If not the E40, you need the E27. Now, I've got two palettes. Which one should we do first? Okay, I'm going to talk about this palette because I've had this for such a long time and I've never ever used it. This is the Carli Bybel times BH Cosmetics palette. I don't know, I'm gonna, again, this is not 100% all the way there with the favoritism. Why I'm mentioning this palette is because the highlights in this palette are so motherfucking pigmented. Yeah, 1 2. I'm not really fond of the purple shade just because I don't know, I'm not really fond of like lilac-y purple shades on my eyes. I just feel like they make me look like nothing. But I'm in love with these two bronze shades here, and I think all 4 highlighters are amazing in this palette. These are obviously for your favorite girls, and these are obviously if you're of a darker complexion. I can just see this palette lasting so long because it looks like it's just full and rich of color. That means that obviously you won't need so much of it. Carli really did a great job, and I don't know why it took me so long to properly try this palette out. I've had it for ages, just kind of left it, you know. But I'm so glad I gave this palette a try, and these are the shades and the highlighter that I used in my bronze eyes and red lips look, which I will link down below so that you can see the palette in action. 2 shadows I want to talk about now. One of them I'm going to talk about quickly because I literally just got it the other day, but I just wanted to mention it because I think it's such a stunning shade, and it's not my favorite, like it's not my favorite yet. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I wanted to mention it because you need this kind of color in your life. This is Mango Tango by Makeup Geek. And then lastly, we have one of for my favorite shadows for this month. This is Goddess by Makeup Geek, and it's this one right here. It's what I've been using like a lot. I love this. Look at the pigmentation. I love this. You just say orange in the crease, smoke it on your lower lash line, and then this on your lid. Like, guys, wouldn't this make the most perfect eye palette? Someone sponsor me. Here, let me just double check if it is Makeup Geek Goddess. Bitch, I lied. It's Morphe Burlesque. I lied. Let's just skirt. So this is a Burlesque by Morphe. This is an amazing shadow. Guys, for real, make this happen, this palette. All of these palettes have exactly the same colours that I just mentioned in my favourites. Oh God, help me. But that's it for the makeup favourites. Now for my random favourite of the month. This little display thing I've got going on here. Isn't this so cute? This is my random favourite for the month. Flowers make me so unbelievably happy, especially white flowers, and glass vases make me so happy. And they make me really happy when I wake up in the morning. So I wanted to mention this. Let's move on to the music. All my favourites this month are just, yeah, they're so banging, I'm not gonna lie. I just want to say that I listen to Craig David at least once a day. I don't know what it is. What you see is what I know. Ain't no hidden agenda. Time to impress. Come and climb in my bed. Don't be shy, do your thing. Time to impress. Come and climb in my bed. Doesn't make sense now. I hear you talking about we a lot. Oh, you speak French now. All she ever says, come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. Remy boy, yeah. When you're with him, I swear I'm always on your mind. If I could bring it back, I'd probably press rewind, rewind, rewind. Take my number in case he's not the one. Here, baby, take it through. Oh, baby, come. All these options on your plate, girl. Just wait up, just wait up. All you gotta do is get up on it. 24/7, I'm rocking. Oh, girl, you know I will be right here. Babe, I said shit like, whoa, 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 whoa. Why you gotta fight with me at cheesecake? You know I let her go there. Mama is a saint, yeah, she raised me real good. All because of her, I don't treat you like I should. Don't make me take you back to the hood. I said bounce that shit like, whoa. What you gonna do? Why you yelling me? She creep on the internet, liking all of my pics them. But when she sees me, she don't say a thing. She saw me making my way into that club all night. We didn't talk all night. Creep on the social. That was fun. So guys, this marks the end of the video. At this rate, it's about 15 minutes long. I think I'm gonna try edit it, get it down. That's what everybody says. All my favorite YouTubers, that's all they ever say. And I'm like, girl, if you posted a video of yourself 36 hours long, I would watch that shit. But thank you. If you guys have had any prior experience of these products, as always, let me know. I'll leave all the names in the drop box below just in case I've missed anything. All of the songs, everything. We're now in August and I can't believe it. So let me get back to my life in August. Thanks guys and so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.